In the podcasting life, they must fight to survive, shackled by the chains of the past. They're the biggest of geeks, 'cause they watch every week. Subscribe to see if they can last. Go, go, Ranger Danger, we can't ever stop. Go, go, Ranger Danger, we will podcast till we drop, probably forever. Dino Child, yeah, whatever. Ranger Danger, Ranger Danger, Ranger Danger, Ranger Danger, Ranger Danger, Dino Child.
Welcome once again to Ranger Danger Dino Supercharge. This is the podcast where we talk till we both turn blue. Baby, if you want to leave, come to California. Be a freak like me too. My name is Matt.
Hey guys, Michael here.
Michael's here. How you doing, Michael?
Yeah, not bad. How are you?
Yeah, you know what? I was feeling a little tired and run down and a little under the weather. So I tried one of these energy drinks that the kids drink.
Yeah, that's a monster energy drink.
Yeah, it's a
Bottoms up and the devil laughs.
Zero Ultra, it says.
Does that mean there's no Ultra in it?
Yeah, well, you don't want any Ultra.
No. Don't you?
I don't know.
I mean, I feel like if you're drinking one of those, maybe you do want some Ultra.
Yeah.
How has that affected your body?
I feel dizzy.
Okay.
That's the only effect I can say that it is having.
So there's just too much energy.
Maybe. I don't know. Or maybe it's the wrong sort of energy.
Yep.
Maybe I wanted Ultra.
It's got ginseng.
Yes, sure. And
It says it on the thing.
inositol.
That sounds bad.
It does. It does sound like a rubbing alcohol.
Yeah.
So this is going to be episode 17 of Power Rangers Dino Supercharge, 826 of Power Rangers overall if you're nasty. It's called Freaky Fightday.
Yep, sure is. So I think we've got a pretty good guess as what's going to happen in this episode.
Mind swap!
Yeah.
Mind swap!
Okay.
Bit dizzy.
Yep, fair enough. Maybe you should stop drinking it? Okay, alright, that's a life decision that you're going to have to live with. Okay, that's fine. So, I would like to talk about Mind Swap.
Yeah.
But before we do that, there's a little bit of Power Rangers movie news I thought we could talk about.
Where did you find out about this Power Rangers movie news?
On the internet?
Oh, do you know what else is on the internet?
No.
Our website.
Really?
RangerDangerPodcast.com is where you can find our show notes and things like that.
When you say that, Matt, did you say our shiny new website?
Shiny new website!
Is this a new thing that's going to happen in the podcast?
I mean, we need more audio filters. In the absence of actual filters, I'm just going to filter my voice.
You know I can apply filters, right?
Yeah.
That's just not a thing that there's much call to do.
You work hard enough.
Okay.
I got this one.
Okay.
So yeah, you built a shiny new website. That looks fucking great.
Website.
So thank you for that.
That's okay. It's my job.
Go check out our shiny new website, guys. I think it's much easier to find episodes now, and much easier to find episodes of a particular sort, because we now have many different types of podcast episodes
We
available.
have so many different types of podcast episodes. There's I had to move all the data from the old website to the new website. We have a lot of podcasts.
Yeah.
We've been doing this a long time.
There's a lot of stuff. So go there and check that out.
Yep.
If you prefer to email us, you can send an email to rangerangerpodcast@gmail.com.
Yep.
If Twitter tweets are your jam, send us a Twitter tweet. We're at RangerDcast on Twitter. We're also on Facebook, iTunes, Stitcher, and YouTube. Plus, we're on Google+. And we have a shop, rangerangerpodcast.com/shop, where you can buy things and stuff and shower curtains. And that's it.
Is that like subliminal? You think by saying
I think it was
twice?
pretty liminal.
Yeah, I mean, the next step is superliminal. I think we've already done that.
Yeah.
It's just yelling at people to buy shower curtains.
Buy a shower curtain.
There we go. We've hit all of them now.
Yeah. So, back to the internet.
Yes.
What did you find?
They've released just today, so like probably yesterday when this goes out.
Yep.
The first couple of photos of toys from the Power Rangers movie.
Oh, yeah. I saw that on the Ranger Danger Facebook page.
Yes. I'd like to make sure that we're across all the news on as many of the platforms that we're on as possible, except Google Plus, because I don't even know how to.
Fuck Google.
I don't even know how to go there. Is it like GooglePlus.com? Do you?
I couldn't tell you.
No, I know. So 3 new toys: T-Rex Zord,
Yep.
Morpher,
Yep.
and Red Ranger's sword.
Yes.
So why don't we cover them in least to most interesting?
Sure.
Red Ranger's sword, we've kind of already seen. We saw that photo of it before.
Yeah.
So this one definitely makes it clear that, like, the blade is surrounded by an
Energy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. It also has 2 incredible modes. Training, all in caps, and battle, all in caps as well.
It features lights, and I know you're thinking, what more could it offer me? And sound.
That's all I need to experience things in the world.
Look, I might end up with one of these, I'm not going to lie.
Depends how cool it is in the movie, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's cool.
Yeah.
But again, we kind of seen the sword already, so...
Yeah, so second, the Morpher.
Yeah.
If it is this is interesting.
It's interesting in that I wonder how much it's an actual thing in the movie.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Because I feel like... So what we could see as the Morpher is what kind of sits at belt level on their costumes.
Yes, it's like a swirly bit of grey. I mean, here it looks like shitty grey plastic, but
Yeah.
it looks like grey metal or whatever the suit is made up of.
Yeah, it's a grey
surrounding
eye,
the power
basically.
point. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm interested to see how much that is a unit in and of itself in the film itself. I
Yeah.
suspect not so much.
We haven't seen it solo, but I guess maybe like once they morph, it could stick around once they demorph. There's no
Sure.
real reason that it couldn't be part of that thing.
Yeah.
But I
This
guess
one
we'll
also
find
features
out.
lights and sounds.
That's good. I do love those lights and sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I do find interesting is how clearly you can see the dinosaur symbols in them now.
Yep.
I wonder how much that's a part of the film. I suspect not as much.
Sure. I mean, I imagine that what we're looking at here, this whole set, like, these aren't legacy Power Rangers movie Morpher. This is like
For the kids.
$30, go on shelves, sell 1,000 of them.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, I imagine that that's probably, like, exact accuracy is not the top of the line.
No.
But I guess we will find out.
Yeah.
So, let's talk about this T-Rex.
Yeah, so this is a T-Rex battle Zord.
Yep.
I feel like all Zords are battle Zords, but let's not quibble.
I guess, like, Tor...
Dude, he fucking drops on people.
You're fine, you got me. Yep, that's fine.
all battle Zords.
He does that thing where he drops from space. Yep, that's fair. So, I mean, it's a T-Rex
Yep.
with guns for arms and a big gun on its back.
Yes. There again,
Yes.
I wonder how much that's accurate and how much is like, oh, the kids will buy the Morph as a big gun on its back.
I mean, it says here that the Red Ranger figure is 2 inches tall.
Yeah.
So it's quite
Decent size.
large.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, I would not put it past, like, the people who make these toys to be like, yeah, it's got to have guns for arms and a gun on its back.
Yes.
But it's, like, I'm glad to see that it looks like a T-Rex.
It does look like a T-Rex, which is good. It looks exactly how I thought it would look based on the posters, basically.
Sure, yeah.
But that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's looking okay.
I hope it doesn't have a big gun on its back all the time.
Yes, that would be sad.
Yeah.
But let's not jump to conclusions too fast.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind if it had guns for arms.
Or like if the arms became
Turned to
guns,
gun- yeah,
that's
like-
fine.
That's what the Dragon Zord's got, but it's got fingers
Fingers.
for missiles.
Yeah, which is cooler, but
Yeah.
that's fine. So yeah,
You got to save something for the second movie, Matt.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's Power
right.
Rangers movie toys.
yeah, I'm looking forward to some higher quality stuff,
Yes.
to be honest.
I'm surprised that this is the reveal they went for this Zord.
Yeah, right? Like, show us the Zord first, then the toy, but, you know, what do you mean?
I wonder if these are about to start appearing on shelves, or if there's like a toy convention where
Yeah.
all the people go and we're about to see a photo of this no matter what.
So,
So
might as well get out
get out in front of it. But yeah, it's weird that you wouldn't go with a photo of that Zord.
Yeah.
But oh well. Let's talk mind swap.
What?
Okay, that seems like a fair assumption for this episode, right?
We're going to look very silly if there's no mind swapping going on.
Yeah. So Matt, you were writing this episode, say hypothetically.
Yep.
Who do you mind swap?
Who do I...
Who do you mind swap?
That's a good question. I feel like Kendall
Yep.
has high comedic value in swapping times.
Yes.
I mean, Kendall and Coda, if you're going to put them on a spectrum,
yeah, okay.
would be pretty good.
Because here's the thing: if someone's going to learn a lesson, you do like Kendall and Shelby or Kendall and Chase.
Yes.
Like I can see what those are. If we're just having fun,
Yeah.
definitely Kendall and Coda. That's
And I feel like you could do a learn a lesson for Kendall with Coda.
sure.
Not like immediately sure what it is, but I feel like there's potential there.
She learns she has to trust her caveman instincts.
Yeah.
And
But
he learns about glasses.
part of me wonders if maybe Heckle is involved somehow.
Sure, given where we were last week with his
Trying to separate out his two personalities. Yeah, but that's very loose. What do you think?
Yeah, I like I said, I think if you're doing a learn a lesson, like Chase doesn't really have any more lessons to learn. Riley has never really had any lessons to learn.
I will say, actually, this is a good point to bring this up. I have now caught up on Power Rangers Dino Supercharged.
Sure.
I watched 3 episodes that I missed, including Home Run Coda,
Yep.
in which I feel that Riley did learn a lesson about accepting that being a Power Ranger is its own reward, basically, and that you don't have to achieve all of your childhood dreams to consider yourself a success.
Sure. Did you see the one where he met his boyfriend Bert?
No.
They did like a running race and forgot stuff.
Oh, I haven't seen that one. I'm not caught up.
Oh no.
What episode is that? It must not be on Netflix.
I don't know, Matt.
Okay.
It's been a lot. There's been so many.
Yeah, it's been a lot, yeah.
So
Okay, well, I'm going to look that up.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. Anyway, so yeah, but other than like really episode specific lessons,
Yes.
Riley hasn't changed that much as a character.
Yes.
Tyler is kind of in a good place. It's weird to do like a body swap episode this late in the show.
Yes. Because there's a lot for them to learn. They're basically done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
You could do like a
Keeper and I don't know anyone, and that person just has to sit in a corner and be mysterious.
That'd be pretty great.
Yeah.
If it's Kendall and Kendall just starts wearing like a bed sheet over her head. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I think the lame version of it is that there's a villain of the week, and the villain of the week swaps minds with a ranger, and that ranger becomes kind of villainous, and then they have to fight alongside the monster.
Didn't we just do that?
What do you mean?
Or did we? I don't know. I have like in my head. Oh, maybe I'm thinking of the one that was a Vivix that swapped with a girl, and
Yeah, that was kind of minds. Yeah.
yeah.
Who knows? We will in just a moment.
22 minutes or so.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to go watch Freaky Fight Day
That's
and
it.
find out how Freaky Right Day we were. Oh, ba-boom. Look, if you're allowed to try modulation, I'm allowed to try catchphrases, okay?
Okay.
I think after great puns, I'm going to say ba-boom.
Okay, well, the problem there was that it wasn't a great pun. So
Well, that hurts.
we'll have to wait until you get a great pun.
I'm going to have to take the next 22 minutes to recover from that.
Okay, well, let's watch the Power Rangers while you do that.
That
We'll
seems
be
fair.
Back in just a moment.
Ranger danger, Ranger danger.
Man, I love the show.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
It's just fun.
Matt, that was super gay, wasn't it?
Yeah, if you're referring to the relationship between Riley and
Zach.
thank you, whose name I should remember.
Yep.
Then, yeah.
I just there's no way for me to read that other than if this show didn't have to sell in Russia, those two would have made out.
Yes, absolutely. I think if you were to have that scene, but Zach was a lady,
Yeah.
it would be read as romantic.
Like, unquestionably, right?
Yeah. So, yeah, I say yes.
Yeah. All right. And there's some other subtext stuff going on later in the episode that I've got notes about. So we will get to that. Let's say it from the top, yeah?
Yep,
So Snide is tied up.
he sure is.
He's just in one of the rooms of the ship. Mm-hmm. They haven't got him in,
A
say,
cell?
one of the many cells that we know are on that ship.
Yeah, that's a weird call.
Seems like a strange decision. but that's fine. So he tentacles Singe, and then says, "Is my tentacle too tight? I save it for special occasions." And oh boy, here we go, guys.
Yeah, he's got a special occasion tentacle.
Don't we all?
Oh boy.
Did you know one of an octopus's tentacles is its penis?
I do now.
Yeah.
I was about to say cool, but it's not.
Okay, well, it's definitely true.
Yeah.
So that's fine. I'll make a note and put a link in the show notes, listeners.
Do you have to, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
The show notes are for facts that we share.
Yeah, I guess.
So basically, here's the deal. Snide wants to be split from Heckle.
Yes.
Because he thinks Heckle is weighing him down on the evil front.
Yeah.
So
not evil enough.
So he thinks, if I've got a plan, if I tell you the plan and it kind of works, or even if it doesn't really, I'm kind of powerful, why don't you split us? We can get rid of him.
Yep.
I'll get rid of him, in fact, that'll be quite fun.
Yep.
And then I can just be on your team.
Yeah.
Job done.
Sounds solid. Arcanon looks like he's... I was about to say Arcanon looks like he's on a winner, but he's no closer to victory than any of the others for him.
No.
And to the extent that he gets to do the whole "go get me the energems or I'm going to kill you" thing, but he's the third person to be running those lines.
Strictly speaking, he is the furthest from it than any of them have been.
Yes,
because there are none in play anymore.
Yeah, and there are more Power Rangers than there have ever been.
So many Power Rangers.
So it's starting to ring a little false.
Yeah,
I guess I'd say.
And I guess we've got 4 episodes left. So
yeah,
hopefully we'll start wrapping that up pretty soon.
Yeah,
but yeah, it raised the question what are the Power Rangers doing right now? We know what they're doing. They're trying to catch a graffiti bandit.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? They're definitely not being proactive in the way they perhaps should be now that they have 10 Power Rangers.
Now that there's so many of them and they're basically done. If you just go and take this one dude out, you guys could wrap it up.
Yep.
Instead of maybe hanging out in boxes and
smelling coat of farts.
Yeah. Anyway, Professor Strickler?
Is it meant to be Stickler, but he's strict as well?
I don't know. I mean, it might be like that.
Professor Switchler?
Professor Strickler.
Strickler.
Let's go with Strickler.
Okay, cool. Has nothing to do with switching. That's fine.
No, he does have something to do with switching.
In that he switches people.
Yes, he has the power to switch people's bodies.
Yes.
He's got a magic eraser.
Yeah. Why?
Because he's got the switch eraser.
Yeah, but that's not what erases you. I guess what I'm getting at is that I don't understand the theme here.
Sure.
He's an education monster.
Yep,
whose
absolutely.
only power is to switch people's bodies.
Maybe he's got other powers. He definitely doesn't use any of them if he does, that's fair.
Yes. Yeah, I guess I didn't get it, is what I'm saying.
I think what it is at this point, we are starting to run out of costumes for monsters.
Yep.
And we wanted to do a body swap episode, so I guess the professor... there's no reason that in universe monsters have to look like a thing that on Earth matches the superpower that they've got.
Except for 800-something episodes of precedent.
Well, you say that, Matt, but remember that time that there was a jet monster that just did educational questions?
Oh, yeah, and also the fire engine monster that's thing was that had a crush on some Power Rangers.
Or the pumpkin monster whose thing was that it rapped.
No. The pumpkin rapper wrapped people up with his vines, plus he rapped. He dropped bars and constricted. It's a theme.
Dropped bars?
Yeah, that's what.
I think that's what your phone does when you go through a tunnel. I think rappers drop beats.
No, they drop bars.
I don't know that's...
Look it up.
I'm going to look it up.
Fact check me.
Drop bars.
Yep.
Googling drop bars. I've got drop handlebars for motorcycles.
That's also a thing.
If I'm searching drop bars rapper...
Yep.
Okay, look, it is definitely a thing.
Yes.
15,000 Google results. Yeah. Let's just try drop beats rapper. 111,000.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
I'm saying...
It's a lot more, Matt.
In the rap community,
which
Not
you are
us.
obviously an important part of.
Yeah, I mean, I would say most of it.
You are the white M&M.
Yeah, yes, I've always said that. Yeah, I'm like Eminem, but much wider.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whew. That was fun and culturally insensitive.
Was it?
A little bit.
Only the white people, I think, maybe.
I don't know. No.
We'll be fine. Anyway, he swaps Sin Genovivix.
He does do that.
This effect doesn't work when neither of them have mouths that move.
No, it's very hard to get a read on what they want us to think in this scene.
Yeah.
But that's fine.
Just give us some more people bad guys. I know they've already got like 1,000 costumes, but just next season, please, guys.
Yeah, that'd be real nice.
Please. What about like a whole boatload of people bad guys?
A boatload?
A boatload.
Are you asking specifically for boats?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe ninjas could fight people on boats. That could be a thing.
Yeah, I think as we blew our boat opportunity with Super Mega Force.
Yeah, that was a pirate ship, wasn't it? Yeah.
We could have had boats. Could have had boats.
Anyway, so the plan is if we swap the Rangers, they'll be confused.
Yep.
Go get some more monsters because we can do that now, I guess.
Yeah.
And go do that.
Yep.
It's not a great plan. It's really like step one in what should be a 4 or 5 step
Yeah,
plan.
absolutely. Yeah, they definitely didn't follow through on the execution of this one.
Like swap the monsters or swap the people.
Yeah.
And then
what you want to do is get one of the Rangers to like stand next to someone who's in a coma and then be like, swap.
sure.
But they didn't do that.
No, I mean, first of all, how would you do? Do you kidnap someone in a coma and just drop them on the floor?
Yeah.
Well,
There you go.
I mean,
Look at that.
even I think that's too far, and it was my plan.
Yeah, but they're villains, Michael.
That's fair. It'll be fine. Everyone's hiding in a crate now,
Yeah.
and like not everyone, but
7 people?
all of the core Power Ranger team.
Plus Kendall.
I don't think she's in the crate, Matt.
Isn't she?
I think Kendall comes out from the warehouse. I think she's busy doing other dinosaur things.
she doesn't seem like the sort of person who would get in the crate.
No.
So, alright.
She would just shake her head and say, I am having none of this nonsense. There's been a graffiti bandit who has come by like every Friday for the past 3 weeks, which that's poorly thought out, buddy.
Yeah, look, him being punctual was unfortunate, but at least this episode is happening on a Friday, which is them putting in a little bit of work to justify the title, and I appreciate that.
Maybe he wanted to get caught.
Ooh, by a strapping, handsome young man in a green polo shirt.
That's right. He's seen him around the dinosaur museum.
Yeah.
He knows what's up.
Oh yeah, caught by that guy.
Oh, okay, that's weird now.
Wow, it's not weird, it's just attraction.
I think it's the look in your eyes when you say that. It's
Yeah.
like, I don't like it.
Well, that's homophobic.
I know, it'd be weird if you said it about a girl too.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. You're off the hook.
Yay!
Alright, unless you want to be on the hook.
No, stop doing the podcast now. Oh, we can't do any more podcasts. I'm sorry, guys. It's been 3 good years, but I'm sorry. Now Matt suggested that maybe we could have homosexual intercourse, and I just have to stop.
I mean, we can't have the other sort of intercourse.
That's true. Well, we could individually.
That's true. Okay, yeah, collectively.
Oh god, okay, we have to move on because this episode is just going to keep getting gayer. Riley's just made eye holes for himself.
Yep.
And he says, oh, you guys maybe, never mind. Anyway, Coda does a fart. Let's not talk about it.
Good deal.
The graffiti artist comes along and he starts spraying and they're like, huzzah! We've got what the shit, Matt. Who is the graffiti artist?
It is the many generations down grandson of Sir Ivan.
I have so many, first,
Yep.
okay, great, whoever pitched that in the writer's room, give yourself a
High five.
medal.
Yep.
2, how old is Ivan?
That's a good question.
He doesn't seem like he should be old enough to have had a kid, right? Because that makes his whole story, horrifying.
Yeah, but look, times were different then. He was a man at that
But
age.
he just disappeared.
Yeah.
And, left behind, apparently, a wife and child.
The thing is, it could be like his nephew had a family. You know what I mean?
I guess.
Remember that this is Power Rangers, where if you are in any way related to this person, they're played by the same actor.
Yep, that's definitely true.
So he may not necessarily be like a direct descendant, although he does kind of say that he's a direct descendant, doesn't he?
I mean, they do. Well,
hang on.
They make that assumption.
What if Ivan ends up going back in time at the end of the series?
Okay, sure. Then that would be fine.
Yeah. I mean, they should probably start asking questions about that if that's the case, but...
Yeah, I can certainly see a different show where they would be like, did you have a child before?
Yeah, and he's like, not yet, but I was planning on...
It's weird because he has made, like, no real reference to having any desire to go back to the past.
Or maybe he hasn't met the love of his life yet in the past. Love could be just around the corner for our Sir Ivan.
But also, like, hundreds of years ago.
Yeah.
Is the corner hundreds of years ago?
Many corners are.
I don't know.
It's true, think about it.
I don't even know what that means.
I just mean that there were corners in the past.
Okay, well that's, I guess, technically true. Anyway, so they start interrogating this guy.
Yeah.
But what I like is, like, there's really no mention of the whole graffiti thing at this point.
No, because that immediately goes out the window fairly by the more pressing matter of, oh my god, you look just like Ivan.
But they lead with, like, are you from Xandar?
Yeah.
And that could be a really racist thing to ask. Can you imagine if you caught a criminal and you're like, stop, criminal. You're from Xandar, aren't you?
Yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Like,
people like you are prone to do things like this. Yeah.
Oh boy.
But that's fine.
Alright, so the lie that they go with is cousins.
Yes.
Which,
poor lie. Because
lie.
all he has to start doing is asking family members and they'll be like, nope.
I know all my cousins.
Yeah.
I definitely know if I had cousins that I hadn't met.
Like, I could imagine a world where I found out I had a cousin that I maybe wasn't aware of.
Sure.
But I could find out that, you know, they were a fake cousin in a matter of moments just by asking people.
Do you have lots of cousins?
Yeah, I have a shitload of cousins.
Oh, really?
Just so many.
Is that like more than 20?
No, but a lot of them have kids.
Oh,
so
okay,
it seems like...
Because I'm the oldest one of my cousins.
Right.
So, like, I know all of my cousins. Many of them are still children.
There is how do I phrase this? A country branch of my family.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So, yeah. Have a lot.
Sure.
Is that on that particular side of the family?
Right, so this is Zach.
Yep.
Zach, it looks exactly like Ivan.
He does.
But he wears a lot of beanies.
Yeah, because he's a kid.
Yeah, he's hip and with it and modern.
Yep.
And he just wants to bang Riley so much, you guys.
Yeah, fairly. I mean, Riley's a strapping young lad. But we'll get more into that.
Yeah, so look, there's a bit where we kind of already talked about, like, Snide's plan to split with Heckle.
Yep.
And he says, like, hey, remember when the Rangers did that split thing? Those things, they probably just left them in the forest, so can you go grab them? I
mean, poor move. Don't leave advanced technology in the forest.
Yeah, like ever.
Just as a rule.
Clean up after yourselves. Leave nothing but footprints.
That's, like, aside from it being bad Power Rangers things to do.
Yep.
It's environmentally irresponsible.
That's right, guys. Clean up after yourselves, you lazy assholes.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they recruited Zach into cleaning up his own graffiti.
Yep.
It looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's cool graffiti, right? Yeah. And it's dinosaur themed. So, like, why not just keep it on your fucking crates?
And it's like, it's just on crates and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I understand you don't want him to get, like, you know, the wrong idea about how okay it is. But
yeah.
Maybe you could just say, hey, graffiti all over our crates and not on the wall.
Yeah. But no.
So we get our second gay line of the episode, which is he's not as happy taking it off as he was putting it on. So Ivan is watching Zach do it. He's drinking like a smoothie and sitting under a beach umbrella.
Yeah.
And Riley comes along and is like, no, it's okay. He's an artist and sensitive and I kind of want to make out with him a little.
Yeah. I just want to be super clear at this point for our listeners that Like, we don't mean it's bad because it's gay.
No.
We're so on board with this.
I wish they committed to it.
Yeah.
I wish they could commit to it.
Yes.
I imagine that they... Well, I mean, I don't necessarily know that they would have, because this show is largely asexual anyway. And Tyler and Shelby haven't kissed yet.
Yeah,
so,
but I think there's we have an understanding they're in a relationship.
Sure.
And I think at this point, this is as close to an understanding as we're ever going to get that Riley is gay, right?
Probably, yes.
And, I would prefer that they could get more explicit, but I also get the feeling that this is them doing this implicitly because they have no other way.
This is going as far as we are allowed to go in this.
But that is their intention as well. So that if you happen to be a kid watching this and, you feel like you might be gay, you see that stuff and you're like, oh, okay, that's normal. You can interact with humans in that way.
Yeah, so Riley brings him a drink.
Yep.
And, it's just, if one of them was a girl, they would just be making out in the next cut.
Yes.
But he's just like, oh no, your art's really good and I love it and you're so sensitive and
I love your beanie.
It's such a nice beanie. And then Zach knocks over a can of paint and it falls all over him. And then I think Riley actually says, let's go get you cleaned up.
Yeah, let's go wash that off.
Oh my...
Do you think it's going to be weird now for Riley seeing Ivan around?
Yes, unquestionably. Yeah. How weird would that be?
It would be so weird.
Oh my god, that would be so weird. Imagine if they were allowed to make this show for adults and still did this episode, which already, okay, interesting choice, guys.
Yes.
But, the questions of, does that mean Riley has a thing for Ivan or not?
Do you think it's how you'd feel if you were dating someone who had an identical twin?
Even, a sibling?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There'd be a thing, if you had a sister. You do have a sister. I just don't know your sister.
Yeah.
But, if I started dating your sister, there'd be a thing of, what's this? There's a family thing. I mean, right?
Most people have siblings.
I don't know that's true.
Okay, a lot of
China one child policy. Yeah. I reckon that's going to skew the numbers a lot.
Okay, many people have siblings.
That's definitely inarguable. Yes.
So yeah, I don't think that's a problem. Sarah has a sister, and that's not. I mean, it's a weird thing to talk about on air, but that's not a problem. Is what I'm saying, because they don't look that much alike.
But I think if I started dating Sarah's sister,
yes,
already knowing Sarah,
yeah,
and knowing you, I can see how that could be weird for Sarah.
Sure, but I don't think that's the same thing. I think it's more that they look identical.
It's the fact that it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's weird.
Well, yeah, okay. Listeners, if you've ever dated someone who has an identical sibling,
yep,
email in. Let us know if it was weird.
If you've ever been on a team of some sort with someone,
yep,
and then dated their great-great-great-grandson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let us know about that.
Please let us know about that. We have so many questions.
Yeah.
Why have you not mentioned that already?
Yeah.
Why was it not on the news? Oh boy. Okay, so they go to make Ivan shower a little.
Yep.
That's fine. And now it's time to... Oh, no, sorry. He's cleaned up now, but Ivan's going to teach him how to paint.
Ah, yes.
Because he has to learn something about painting.
So he wears his painter's outfit.
Matt described his painter's outfit.
It's a puffy shirt and a little painter's hat.
Yes, it is how, if you said, Renaissance painter outfit,
yep,
that is how...
For Halloween, if you were a Renaissance painter, this would be your outfit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah,
I don't know where he got it from.
But he has that on hand.
No.
From a Halloween shop.
Oh, okay.
He walked in there and just was like, yes, there's an outfit I'd like.
Yep.
And they're like, oh, when you're going to bring it back? And he was like, bring it back? Why would I do that? It's perfect.
Yeah, well, I paint once a week. So he's got a book with a painting of himself in it. Can you imagine how fascinating that would be? I wish the show went into that occasionally.
Yeah. I mean, like, he had to go to the library and look himself up.
Yes, because of course you would. But he's like a folklore figure who, like, there's paintings of. He disappeared mysteriously, so there's stories. There was that whole art exhibit about him.
Yeah.
Like, and Prince Philip is the prince of that country in the future, and what does that mean? And
it's weird too that if you're like a celebrated and like very important knight of that country that is still quite powerful and based on a monarchy,
yep,
you'd think that he would be taken, like Zack would be taken care of by the royal family, but the bloodline wouldn't have gotten to the point where he's a delinquent kid in Amber Beach.
I mean, I guess, but maybe it gets to, like, you know, the thing where, like, there's a whole lot of people who are technically part of the royal family.
Yeah.
Because, like, someone's cousin married someone's aunt.
Sure.
And then you end up with, like, I guess if 6,000 people in Britain died, I'd be king.
Sure.
But, you know, he's basically just a dude who can maybe get into fancy parties in Xandar if he wants.
Sure, yeah, that makes sense to me. Okay.
But, yeah, the idea of Ivan, like, it's not exactly like, but it's like if one of the Power Rangers was just John F. Kennedy.
Yeah.
Who had just, like, come back from the future and was just still a dude.
Man, I'd watch that show.
Yeah, right?
Would it be like young JFK or like just before he died? JFK?
Yeah, no, just before he died, like snatched from the timeline, rescued.
Yep.
Right. That's why the bullet appears to zigzag, because it was affected by the time waves.
Solved.
Job done. Are you telling me you wouldn't watch that show? It'll never be Power Rangers for reasons that make actually a lot of sense.
Yeah, because a large part of your pilot episode would have to involve the assassination of JFK.
Yep, that's the primary reason, I'm not going to lie. The second part is, I imagine there's some sort of estate issues, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Although, do you, like, go into the public domain if you're a president?
Yeah, you know what? I think if you're, like, a historical figure...
Yeah, but, like, he is a dude.
Oh, actually, no, you know, I think that's true of everyone. Like, you can write a biography about someone... And it can be unauthorized.
Yeah, that's true.
But still completely...
As long as you don't, like, libel them or slander them.
Exactly.
Yeah. There you go. John F. Kennedy is the next Power Ranger.
Yeah.
He'd be better than Xeno Wing. I have issues with Xeno Wing, but we will get to those, I'm sure. Yeah. Anyway, so... Zack says, hey, Ivan, why don't you pose for this? Ivan is like, yes, I've been born for this. And... like time lapse, he does the painting. He's on a motorcycle. It's got fiery wheels.
Well, it's like a motorcycle horse made of metal.
Yeah,
it's pretty boss.
I don't understand how he can have a problem with it.
No, but he does.
He does. It's not his style.
Yeah,
and he's pretty mean about it.
He's mean.
Yeah.
Also, he probably didn't need to pose for that one.
No,
because he's in a suit of armor.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know, he's getting the proportions.
Sure,
yeah.
Sure.
Artists and such. There's trouble, so all the Rangers have to go.
Oh, no, not trouble.
Yeah, it's Game Face and Nightmare.
Yep.
Which is Sports Ball Monster and Dream Pillow Monster, for those of you playing at home. And we get some body swaps.
Yeah, we do.
So I managed to write these ones down. It's Tyler and Shelby.
Which was a bold choice.
Yeah.
I was not expecting them to swap genders just because I thought that would be like a line they wouldn't cross.
Yep.
But they went there. Thumbs up show.
Yeah. And Coda and Chase. And I had not considered the possibility of a Coda and Chase swap, but
it pays off.
That's some good stuff.
Yeah.
That's the good shit. So they start to fight.
Yep.
And everyone's not used to each other's weapons.
Which is a clever beat, right?
Yeah.
That makes a little more sense as to why it's a plan for the bad guys.
Yeah.
So yeah. I don't know how to use a parachopper, because what the fuck is a parachopper? I don't know.
I couldn't use it, and I've seen every episode of this show.
Yeah.
So then Riley and Ivan show up.
Mm-hmm.
And
or Ryvan, as we like to call them.
I don't know that we do that. What would Riley and Zach be called? Xylee?
Rack, obviously.
No, I don't know.
Rack 'em up.
Oh.
Rack 'em up. There you go.
I don't like that. So Riley and Ivan show up. And I thought, they're going to rescue them, and then, like, we'll have to figure out how to undo the body swap. they get body swapped as well.
Hey.
But they are still able to fight because they both have swords.
Yeah, that makes sense, right?
And, like, even Riley says, hey, I get to use the lightning sword.
Yeah, he's having a great day.
So, I have a problem, Matt.
Is it alcohol?
Yes. No.
Oh.
I've never had alcohol at all.
That's
I
true.
mean, so I guess technically that might be an alcohol problem, but that's not my problem with this episode.
Okay.
I wish they
We'll get
had
you help for that.
I
if you
wish
need
they
it.
hadn't swapped their voices.
Yes, me too.
Because the dubbing doesn't
bad.
quite work.
Yeah.
And I think everyone could have acted it well enough.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Yeah.
But there are a few people that really sell it, and I think actor who plays Riley, playing Riley with Ivan in him, he does
doing-
so well.
He's doing Ivan face the whole time and just absolutely nailing it.
Even just like the way he holds himself and
Yeah.
the look in his eyes, so
And
good.
Again, like I wish he'd just gotten to do Riley's voice, but Ivan
Mannerism and
and just seen how he does that.
Yeah.
Have you seen any Dollhouse?
very little.
Okay, there's an like, not to spoil anything, it's a Joss Whedon TV show where there's people who can get like other personalities put into him. There's an episode in the second season where one of those characters gets the personality put in them of another character on the show,
Yeah.
and nails it so flawlessly you'd think it'd have to be like a CG performance.
Oh, wow.
Like, it's just like they somehow replaced the face of the actor. And I feel like Ivan could have gotten there with this if he'd gotten to use his own voice with it.
Yes.
Because he's hitting it right.
He does it so well.
Yeah.
And it shows why they picked those two as like the focus of this, because
Yeah.
it's good stuff.
It's some good stuff. Tyler and Shelby, like a little less distinct in their physical performances normally.
Yeah.
So it's really just the actor who plays Tyler throwing his arms around a lot more.
Yeah.
But it works well enough.
Yeah.
And, Chase and Coda, I love you both so much.
But yeah, because they're both so cool with it.
Yep.
Neither of them really mind because they're both super chill dudes.
Yeah.
So, like, Coda is... okay, so it was hard to talk about. Chasing Coda's body
Yes.
is riding around on skateboards because he's not going to stop skateboarding even though he's in Coda.
Yeah.
And Coda in Chase's body is just eating a shitload of burgers.
But also, like, watching his own body do cool skateboard stuff, and he's totally up for it.
yeah, he's enjoying it.
And Chase is like, hey, I'm glad you're enjoying that burger, but just like, hey, I do a lot of work here. So
Don't go too crazy. I don't want to become fat.
they are just, I guess we will get this sorted out eventually. Let's not stress too much
They're not
about it.
concerned about it.
Not concerned about it at all. So, look, then Keeper shows up and he teaches them a lesson about maybe he's good at art, but you just...
Maybe Zach is good at art.
Stuff's different. There's a moral lesson there that's... Did you mark points for that?
No? For who?
Oh, yeah, because it's not Riley who learns the lesson. It's just
No.
Riley's body who learns the lesson.
Yeah.
It's a very confusing episode.
Yeah. No, Riley was supportive.
Yeah.
So supportive.
Yeah, of just the testicles. That's just...
Why did you use both hands for that gesture?
I don't...
They would have to be so large.
He's just being very...
You have to use both hands
Very
to hold your testicles. You need to go to the hospital.
That's a range and danger guarantee.
That's a range and danger health check.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry, guys. It's been a long week, and this episode was super gay.
That doesn't. That shouldn't have any bearing on your understanding of the size of testicles.
Someone's going to quote that to us in 3 weeks, and I'm not going to know what they're talking about. Oh god. Okay, Xeno Wing, just hangs out with Keeper now. Over in the alien corner.
Yeah. He comes in to be like, I guess Keeper's like sidekick.
Yes.
He pops his head in to be like, yeah, Keeper's right, you guys. I couldn't hate him anymore in that moment.
Bad.
Because being Keeper is bad enough, but being Keeper Light is worse.
This show doesn't need another Keeper. It doesn't need the regular Keeper.
Yeah, at least regular Keeper is regular Keeper.
Yeah.
But Dino isn't even Keeper. He's just like this shitty, watered down version.
Or Apprentice.
Yeah. I hate it. I hate it.
So
because Michael.
Yeah.
It wasn't that long ago we were saying that Rocky in Mighty Morphin is like Keeper but worse because he's a Power Ranger.
Sure.
But now we have that.
Yeah.
Because he has to be a fucking Power Ranger as well as being shitty Keeper.
Yep.
Blah.
Yep.
Xeno Wing. You're fired. No, it's a Trump thing. Fuck.
No.
You're not fired. Come back for us.
No, we don't want that.
I have to undo it. That's how spells work.
I think that's how spells, firing, hiring, all the podcast work. But that's fine. So, Ivan in Riley's body goes to apologize to Zach.
Yep.
And he says, like, what's wrong, Zach? And Zach is like, I've never had a cousin before. I just want to be friends with my cousin. He's got a cool coat. And the phrasing on never had a cousin before is really weird to me. Yeah. Because in theory, he has always been your cousin, if it were the case that he was your cousin.
No, but I understand what he's saying, in that he's never known he's had a cousin before.
Sure. Did he not... Like, this dude just got introduced to him, and they look exactly alike, and a strange dinosaur lady came out and said, you guys are cousins, and he has just accepted it 100%.
Very trusting guy, who is ostensibly a delinquent child.
Yeah. Maybe someone said to him, you're a graffiti artist, and he was like, oh, okay. Guess I've got to go buy some spray paint then.
Say so.
So, there's a complicated metaphor about lime milkshakes and strawberry milkshakes.
It's not that complicated.
Isn't it?
No.
Is the lime milkshake being gay?
I mean, not textually, maybe subtextually.
Because, like, your whole life you think you're into strawberry milkshakes, and then one day you try the lime milkshake, and you're like, yeah, I like this, and it's green.
Yeah, but I feel like you don't need to try being gay to find out that you're gay. You just know.
Sure, that sounds like a thing that's probably true.
Yeah. So,
but maybe the trying is a metaphor for, like...
You made it complicated. It was very simple.
I mean, look, it's so gay, Matt.
Yeah, I understand.
So,
yeah.
I just want it to be, like, 50% more gay, so that it could just officially be gay.
Yeah.
Anyway, they go to fight the monsters now. We all learned a lesson about how it's okay to be gay, I guess. But you're not allowed to say the word gay.
So we'll say different artistically.
I think that's offensive.
That's what the episode is about.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. It's fine. We're fine. We're fine. We haven't offended anyone yet, probably.
We definitely have.
I mean, probably. But look, we're going to take it as we get it.
Yeah, we are.
Oh God, help us. Oh, we can't stop. We don't know how to undo this. We don't know enough about being gay to make this less gay.
I mean, this is the classic representation problem where we really need someone who is gay here to speak about the subject, because we're just going to fuck it up.
We could make that happen. We just didn't know in advance that this episode was going to be so gay.
No.
Why did none of you message us this week and be like, hey guys...
We can't blame our listeners for us being bad at our jobs.
I mean, we can, but we probably
shouldn't.
Yeah. So they go to do a fight, and they do all their poses, and they got the wrong coloured explosions. And I probably didn't need to see 6 of those in a row, but
it was clever.
Sure,
I liked it.
I just like
maybe too mention here that when they're in their civilian clothes, what they end up doing is dressing in their own clothes, but in their swapped bodies.
Yes,
which is strange.
Yes.
I don't understand. Like, that is for the audience explicitly. There's no in-universe reason for them to do that.
Well, they just want to be comfortable.
But, like, for example, Tyler is Shelby in Tyler's body is explicitly uncomfortable because it's Shelby in Tyler's body trying to fit into Shelby's clothes, which doesn't work.
No. Yeah, it's just so you remember what's going on.
Yes.
Anyway, they do the fight, and then they're like, oh no, we're gonna get beaten, but they swap again. What? So I couldn't even keep track of who gets swapped at this
I do think it's important too at this point. It's just suffice to say everybody swapped.
Everybody swapped, and then they're like, hey, you know how we're bad at using each other's weapons? These are just things we can pass to each other. Like, just take it.
Yeah, so what's impressive here is that we can't keep track of who swapped with who, but they all did somehow.
Well, I mean, they know who they are.
Yeah, but they don't ask for their weapons. They just pass the weapons to the correct people.
That's true.
So they had to be following all the swapping. But basically, like, Chase, who's in whoever's body, gets Chase's weapon.
Yep.
And he's good to go, because he's Chase.
Yep. So they start to do the fight, and they're still taking some hits.
Yep.
And then Xeno Wing shows up.
Hooray, I guess.
Yay! He shoots some dudes. Then he gets swapped with the professor.
Oh no!
Ooh.
This would be dramatic if it meant anything more.
Anything.
But it doesn't.
It doesn't. They just do some more fights, and then Tyler destroys the eraser.
Yep. And everything's back to normal.
And everyone's trapped in those other bodies forever. Because they didn't think it. They always just destroy it, and one day it's going to bite them in the ass.
I don't think so. Back to the precedent thing. Destroying the magical object always undoes the magic.
But wouldn't that be great if the bad guys were like, hey, we've got a genius plan.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to swap their bodies, and if they destroy it, it's not going to make it undo it.
In fact, they'll be trapped forever.
And then, like, Kendall has to build a body unswapping machine.
Yeah. Or she can't do it, and the rest of the series they're just swapped.
I mean, that'd be fascinating.
Yeah. Depressing, though.
Yeah. Do you think in a body swap there can be a winner, right?
What? Like, oh, I see what you're saying. Like, someone traded up and someone traded down?
Yeah. It's possible that both of you lose.
Yeah.
Like, that neither of you think the other one is better or an improvement.
Yeah.
But it's definitely possible that, like, there's lots of people that you could body swap me with, and I'd be like, yes, this is a victory for Michael.
I feel like Chase could potentially see Coda's bodies at trade up.
Yeah, caveman strength.
Caveman strength seems to have an infinite metabolism.
Still, like, equally handsome, probably.
Yeah. If not more. A handsome guy like Coda.
Oh, God.
What?
I think we've just made this podcast gay.
We can't, no, don't say that.
Why not?
Because that is a devaluation of what it means to be truly homosexual. We can't co-opt homosexuality just because we talked about the content of an episode that may have some gay qualities to it.
It had a lot of gay qualities, though.
Certainly. I'm not denying that. I'm just saying we can't take ownership of that community because of that.
Okay.
Just being sensitive to the issues, which is what we do here on Ranger Danger.
Yeah,
fair and measured and balanced at all times.
God, is that what we do? Is that what we're meant to have been doing?
I mean, you know, whereas fair and balanced is Fox is fair and balanced, and that's their like slogan. So I think,
Oh God, is it?
something like that.
That
Yeah.
can't be true. They know it's a joke, though, right?
Oh, 100%.
Okay, got it. Anyway,
But the joke is on everyone else.
Anyway, Xenowing destroys Professor Body Swap, and then Tyler destroys the other two, and then they go giant and they use all the robots and they.
It's the Ultra Sword. It's so ultra.
I just don't care about all like.
So many lasers. So many lasers.
I don't know, Matt. When we started this podcast,
Yeah.
the giant robots were the best bit.
Yes.
And now it's just, I don't care about the giant robot bit anymore.
Well, I think that's a Dino Charge problem. From the start, the robots in Dino Charge have been the least interesting part.
Yeah.
And it's a function of them having too many of them often being CGI, and them being all swappy laser time all of the time.
Yeah.
10 modes, 12 lasers, too much.
Yeah.
That would be my official review of the Zord parts of Dino Charge.
10 modes, 12 lasers, too much?
Yep.
Fair enough.
You heard it here first.
Because where else would you have heard it? Anyway, Monster's dead now. Heckle and Snide get separated.
They do. And
It's interesting.
that is interesting. It's hard to tell if Heckle is good now.
Yeah.
It's kind of ambiguous. But he gets sent to jail anyway.
Because Xenowing was good when they were separated.
Yes, but still had a little bit of shittiness in him left.
Yeah, and but also Xenowing wasn't evil. There was a different arrangement going on there. They didn't share the body.
Yeah, it's ambiguous.
Yeah.
Part of me wonders if this was the plan at all, and they're just kind of jazzing it at this point.
Right.
They should have had probably some consistency in the depiction if that was the case.
That would be useful. I just don't know what they're going to do with it. Is it just so that they can kill Snide and it not be weird that they also killed a dude who looks like a person?
Maybe. I can see a situation where somehow Archidon gets his hands on way more power.
Sure.
And it takes all 10 Rangers plus Heckle plus Season 1 bad guy.
Sledge?
Sledge, thank you. Plus Sledge to take him down?
Sure. But
maybe.
Who knows? And I still Sledge might come back, but also when is Sledge going to come back?
Yeah, there's 4 episodes left. What is going on?
And we just doubled the amount of bad guys we've got.
But also, there's 4 episodes left, and I don't know what's left to do.
No.
There's so much that could happen, but nothing that has to happen at this point, except for Archidon dying.
Yeah, beating the bad guys.
Yeah,
but
that could take 1 episode.
Yeah,
so
it could take 5 minutes.
Yeah,
and are they going to have to get a special new dinosaur mode for the last one? Because
they have that Ultrazord looks pretty final.
Yeah,
but they've been using it for 3 episodes now.
I really genuinely don't know where we're going from here.
No, I mean, I hope to God we're heading to a dinosaur team up Christmas special. But
yeah, I mean,
that
everybody except you knows how unlikely that is.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Matt.
Poor Matt indeed.
Oh. All right, Ivan framed the painting.
He did. He got it out of the trash, cleaned the trash off it, and made it look all pretty.
Yeah,
that's a nice gesture, Ivan.
Yeah. Good work.
So he takes it to Zach, and he's all like, "Look at this! I learned a lesson about milkshakes, so now we're buds. Have a painting."
Yep.
And they get along.
Have a green milkshake. I know it's your favourite. And he's like, "Oh, would you like to try the green milkshake?" He's like, "Yeah, I will." "Oh no, I got a brain freeze."
"Oh no, a brain freeze!"
Everybody yells brain freeze.
Comedy!
It's not even a joke.
No.
It's not even funny. They're painful.
Okay, that's funny. You made it funny. But given how good this show is at humour sometimes, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
It's like the fart joke at the start of the episode. It's just you're better than this, guys. Come on. I know it's for kids, but
do better.
Do better.
Be better. Dino Charge.
There you go.
Alright, Matt, let's talk Ranger Danger Creature feature.
Yeah.
Professor Strickler?
Sure.
Strickler? I can't even remember his name.
So low on the list.
He doesn't do anything. I don't know that he punches anyone.
He may not. Yeah, his switchy eraser is 10 times more important than he is.
Yeah.
Which isn't a good sign.
Yeah. Definitely low on the list.
Yep.
I mean, he's got to be worse than Scumlaw, right?
Yeah.
I liked Scumlaw more than I like this guy. And Scumlaw is at the bottom of the list.
Cool. There you go. Bottom of the list.
That was nice and easy. I mean, it's so weird that you'd look at a professor monster and decide to make this episode out of it.
Yeah, I think they decided to make a body switching episode, and they sort of had a few monsters left, and that was where they ended up.
Yeah. All right, Matt, how did you go this week in Fantasy Zordon?
Well, Michael Busatil, if that is your real name.
It's not how you pronounce it, but that's fine.
Busutil?
It's just fine.
Is it Busutil?
It's fine, keep going. It's fine, just keep going.
I want to know how to pronounce it.
They're not going to do that on the podcast, just keep going.
What?
It's a mystery.
Why is it a mystery? I feel like it's Busutil. Am I missing letters? Is it because it has two...
How'd you go in Fantasy Zordon?
But
This isn't enjoyable for our listeners.
Well, then help me out.
No.
Only you can put an end to this.
I'm going to tell you how I did in Fantasy Zordon. I did really well. I had a great week.
Versatile?
I had a great week, listeners. So, Shelby, 3 power-up modes and a Megazord formation. So that's 8 points.
Versatile?
Chase, exactly the same. 3 power-up modes and a Megazord formation is also 8 points. The Aqua Ranger was kind enough to at least not show up.
Is it because I'm saying you?
That's 2 points for him.
Busudo?
And the Silver Ranger was a Megazord formation, a power-up mode, and solo defeated the Monster of the Week for 9 points. So that's a total of 29 points in Fantasy Zordon for me this week, which is a nice barnstorm of an episode. How'd you go, Matt?
Does the 2 rails per walking thing not count?
That's not a real thing.
It is. We discussed this before on the podcast.
Yes.
But Versatile?
Okay, I'm going to read Matt's Fantasy Zordon page.
I didn't answer my
Because you're not going to get it on air.
Why?
Because secret. It's a secret.
It's not a secret. Why? Why is it secret?
It's a secret. Because if people have your true name, they can do magic on you.
No.
Yep.
No.
It's definitely a thing. We saw Doctor Strange last night.
Yeah, there's nothing in there about that. It was real good though. Go see Doctor Strange, you guys.
Real good.
That's a really good movie.
Really good.
But it won't tell you how to say Michael's name.
No. Maybe it will. Maybe it's Agamotto.
It's not Agamotto.
Wrong.
Fine, I will concede, but I don't understand why you're being so weird about this.
Okay. I should get that on a t-shirt.
Well, actually, I just want to say that Riley delivers the morphing call.
No, Riley's body delivers the morphing call.
See, you're a man of science, right?
Yes.
You don't believe in the soul.
Not in the real world, no.
But Riley, what is Riley, delivers the morphing.
No, but this is a universe in which we explicitly see their silhouettes get swapped from body to body. If that was a thing that could happen in the real world, I'd definitely be more willing to discuss the existence of the soul.
Alright, well, I think that I should get points for delivering the morphing call, but clearly you don't, so that's fine.
That's true.
Let's see what you think, listeners. Does Riley get points for that one? So, if we're to assume that that's not the case, Riley gets 2 points for being part of a Megazord formation.
Yep.
And then 4 points for entering 2 different power-up modes.
Sure.
Kodak gets the same plus an extra power-up mode.
Yep.
Kendall gets 0 points, which is in the episode, but does not be a Power Ranger
3 weeks in a row for it.
Ever!
It's a bummer of a score, that one.
Yeah. And the Graphite Ranger's not there, so 2 points. For a total of 16 for me.
Oh god, Matt, it is so close. It is just so close. So, the scores as they stand currently range between, 252 and 280. And we are just dead in the middle. You're on 263 and I'm on 265.
2 points in it.
Just so very close.
It's going to be a photo finish, this one.
It is. So we've got 4 episodes left to go. Mm-hmm. Warg World, The Rangers Rock, and a 2-part finale.
Yeah.
Plus a Christmas special. So, I mean, who knows what'll happen?
Yeah. Warg World.
Well, I have no idea, right? Like, the Rangers Rock, probably music themed. Probably the finale, I don't really know what will happen, but I understand what a Power Rangers finale looks like. Warg World? It's not a real word.
No, it sounds a bit like War World, but that is a very arcane Marvel Comics thing.
Is it like an alternate universe? They go to the Warg World?
Maybe. Warg is a word for like someone with magical powers, right?
Is it?
I think.
Definitely looking that up. That doesn't sound... Warg, it's a Dungeons and Dragons magical beast.
There we go.
That's like a wolf, but magic.
Yeah, see? Kind of close.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Missed out the wolf part, that's fine.
That's fine.
So yeah, maybe there's those.
It's so... Is the monster called Warg and he like does a...
He has a world? Where he has a shop that he calls Warg World?
I mean, maybe it's not maybe it's not monster related at all, you know? Maybe there's a warg... I don't know what a warg is. It's not a real thing. We will find out next week, though.
Yes. Now, do we rate episodes on this show?
We do rate episodes on this show. That's good. I forgot about that.
There we go. I'm on it.
So, Matt, we rate our we rate them on a 3-point scale.
Yep.
That 3-point scale is Coda is the best, Tyler is the middle, Kiba is just the worst.
I'd almost be willing to replace that with Xenowing right now.
At least Xenowing gets to do that triangle sword attack.
Yeah, that's true.
So, Matt, what did we think of this episode?
It's hard because they're all so good. I don't know if I should start being more critical now because they're good. But I had a really good time with this one.
Like the monster part is basically non-existent.
The monster fight stuff was not so great,
and the A plot and B plot are not really in any way connected. Like Riley and Ivan switching bodies is important because, like, he can do. You know what I mean?
I do know. Yeah.
There's no need for that to happen in this episode.
No, it was really fun though. You know?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say Coda anyway.
Yeah, I would agree with you there.
Coda. Cool. That's it. We've only got a few more episodes to go.
We really do. It's running out fast, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got 4 more on a Christmas special.
Yep.
Crazy times.
Crazy times indeed. We will see you guys next week, probably.
Yeah, go see Doctor Strange if you haven't already.
It's not out in America yet.
Okay, don't see it until you can.
Yep.
Otherwise, you will be an impossible person.
That would be bad.
Yeah. Cool.
Somebody get cross at you. They'd be like, you're an impossible person.
And that is the worst of all outcomes.
It might be. I'm willing to believe that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Bye, guys. Have a good time. Be in you. And remember, stay dinosaur.
That doesn't... I know.
Stay fossil.
Stop, don't keep going. I have to cut these bits out.
Stay bony. No, that sounds bad. Don't stay bony. Eat food, it's good. Stay eating. Don't know, actually. You'll need to stop eating at some point.
What are you doing?
Hang on, I'm gonna get something here.
Oh, good. I'll keep recording until you do.
Cool, I appreciate
We're
that.
going to be here a long time. I'm on 30% battery. How long is it going to take?
We may need all of that.
Okay.
Stay Jurassic. They can't do that. That's
pretty cool.
That's an unreasonable expectation. Maybe stay interested in old things. There we go. I like that.
You consider that a victory, do you?
I do.
Then I shall agree with you. We will see you guys next week.
Stay interested in old things.